What's up, guys? We're not gaming today. Today, we're doing a drawing tutorial. I'm gonna be teaching these two kids how to draw a Super Saiyan Goku, and I think that's like,
Yeah.
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 Okay. Uh, when I'm editing this, I'm gonna put pictures of you guys' your drawings on here. So, you know, the two guys I've got here today, very, very accomplished artists. Especially the one on the bottom right there, that guy.
Yes, sir.
His drawings especially are quite creative. Alright, I'm gonna be putting this like a certain one of like Gohan and a certain one of Gotenks up there. Maybe even like a couple Tokyo Ghoul ones, you know what I'm saying? Um, I'll put those up. I'll put those up there in editing. You guys will see later on. But anyways, let's get into it, right? So usually when I draw a Dragon Ball, I start with the face, right? So the face, you do like you can usually draw like two like slightly tilted lines on the side like that. That's like the side of their face, right? And then from there you go to the chin, which basically is like three lines. All right, you gotta be careful not to make it like too long or too flat, or else they look really stupid. Usually when they draw when they draw kids, the chin is like flatter. You guys can like
Do we start drawing?
yeah
Do we start?
yeah go
Let me
ahead.
show you how it's done.
Okay,
I'm the one-stroke master.
one stroke master, no
No,
Racer?
no redos.
No redos?
One-stroke master.
one stroke master, one pump chomp, you know.
Look at this. Absolute banger. Look at that. Come on.
That don't even look too bad. I'll be real.
That's a banger right there.
That don't even look too bad. That's crazy.
Look
That's
at this
so
pussy in the top right. How many strokes is that, huh?
That's oh no, the eraser.
Using the
It's
eraser
okay.
as well?
Listen, guys, for like the little kids at home, you know what I'm saying? Don't feel shame in using an eraser, okay? Yeah, sometimes
Should
you
be
know,
ashamed.
you can go for that perfect stroke. You don't have to listen. Like, some people are just built.
Exactly.
Some people are just built for like one stroke. Okay, they like finish pretty fast, but I think it's no fun if you can't last. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think you want to be the one-stroke master after you see the thumbnail of this video, man.
I'm
You'll
the
see some
one-stroke
No.
master
No,
class
listen.
artwork.
I'm like into the content creating stuff now. I know how to do it. I'm gonna make a clickbait title, obviously, by like putting my own drawing there and then censoring you guys, like the Mosaic censor. You know what I'm saying? I know how to
Oh,
clickbait now. I know how to
You
clickbait now.
got to one-stroke master with like a question mark.
Ooh, wait, that might be cold. That might be cold.
And then you put it like at the end, so then it's like
That's
it's
true.
like
That's
when
true.
we get the watch time.
You're right. Okay. Now usually after this, you know how Super Saiyans have like the bangs, right? You know what I'm saying? For Goku, usually I draw like 4 to 5. So we're gonna start with like the underside of the bang, where it comes up. It's like that, right? It comes up, and it curves down. You can do this in like 2 lines. I usually do this in 2 lines. From here, you do it like that. Don't make these lines too straight. It's best if they like curve a little bit so that the hair looks more like fluffy. All right. You try and do the one first. Try and do the one first, because then the shape for the rest is pretty much the same.
Gosh.
You got me? One stroke master.
The
So even
one-stroke
even even
master
I like
never
even I like
strokes
sometimes.
again. See? The one-stroke master only goes once, never again.
Okay.
You know how young boys never broke again? I never stroke again.
That's true.
Okay, that's it. All right, so that's like the first one. So like I said, I usually draw 4 to 5. I think this is looking like a 4. So usually the 2 in the middle are a little bigger, and then the ones on the outside are a little smaller. So for this second one, you can make it tilt out a little bit more, maybe like this. Like that, something like that. If they all, if they all go straight down, if
Did
they
it
all
like
look
go all
exactly
the
the
way
same.
out to like the edge of like the face?
It depends. Like, if you're drawing like a strong wind or something, then yeah, you can have it go up. But usually, if
Oh,
it's
I
just like in
wasn't-
like a passive position, you can just have it like go down a little like that.
I wasn't looking.
It's all good, no problem. You can go at your own pace. I have this here anyways.
It is
Like
mastery.
the little kids at home, don't
Look at that mastery. Look at that.
just looking at that looks pretty fine. That looks pretty cool. That looks pretty. That might rival the. Oh, I see this. This has
Yeah,
potential to rival gang tanks. You know.
the little kids out there, don't even try to be better than me. Cry to
Oh,
your mama.
you might be right. That might be difficult. Alright, so after
The day
these.
you're better than me will be the day I die.
Okay.
And I'll
look,
come
so
kill you in your sleep.
relax, man. I don't have like the kids stunned at you. Alright, so after this, we're gonna go for the two ones on the outside, the two bangs on the outside. I usually have it come out of one of these bigger bangs. You can see the ones on the outside are usually smaller like that. Over here, maybe like that. Sometimes when I draw, I end up overlapping like this. I think that's fine because you know it's easier to have like the whole shape of the face there, so that you can guide the rest of your drawings. But a lot of the times I just leave the overlapping there if I'm doing like a rush sketch, which is what I usually do. But for this case, we can erase this overlapping area. Yeah, that's fine.
Mine's looking like a banger so far.
That's true. Those look pretty good.
X10 coin.
Reno's not looking bad either. We might have to zoom in a little more on Reno actually. There we go.
Right.
Cut that a little. Fire. I can see that. It's like coming together. Alright, I'm gonna go on now. Next, we're gonna do the ears. Alright. For the ears, I usually start with the bottom of the earlobe. So from if you space this wrong, it's gonna look really weird. Alright, so try and like maybe hit like a usually bit like in like the middle point between like the end of the bangs and like this part here. You draw like the earlobe. And then this part here, it should twist, it should bend outwards like that. Like it's like a curve, slightly curved. Like that. You're gonna do that for both sides. Like that. Yeah. And after this, draw like a little curved line right here. Sort of like wrap it up. And the top part of the ear. We'll go in at a more like acute angle. Acute angle? I guess so.
Well, this does look a little bit weird.
If you don't space it correctly, it is gonna look weird. I honestly I don't like drawing like front facing shots. Front facing shots are really hard to do well because you have to make things like symmetrical. Anyways, where should I go from here?
This looks like a monkey.
I mean, he is a monkey, so
I
you know,
guess
you're doing
yeah,
well.
it's kind of like.
You know what I'm saying? I'm actually gonna get another piece of paper and relax. All right, I'm gonna quickly go through the details on the ears. All right, so let's say like this is your ear, right? So it's like this, roughly like this, right? Okay. So, with the ear, how you're gonna draw the ear is at the start, like this, curves down like that slightly, and then usually the way, especially like the way Toriyama draws it, is like you have like a couple lines here, like that. See that? And from here, you draw one big curve here, maybe about like 1/3 of the way in, 1/3 of the way in. And then after that, you draw another, like this. Okay, so now there are two. From the bottom of the ear, it wraps up like that. It's kind of like it's like a W. You see, there's kind of like a W here, right? And then from this point, you're gonna do another W, but on the inside, on the other side now, like that. Okay. And then finally, you have one line from the middle of this second curve right here. One line like this, connecting to the end of that first W. All right. This is how you're gonna do the details on the ears. So you can try and like copy this on your other ears onto the ears. I made it like
both.
bigger. Well, you can have one ear if you like. You know. I don't know how weird that's gonna look.
Yeah, I want one ear just blank.
Well, if that's like your artistic intention, you know what I'm saying? It's always about the intention, guys. You know, it's always about the intention, all right?
But
Let's clean this up a bit. I'll hold it up a little.
Oh wait.
Yeah, take your time. Ears are drawn in like a lot of different ways. I forgot where I picked this type up. I'm pretty sure it's from the manga. I'm pretty sure. But they, like the way they draw it changes throughout the series. And then obviously like every artist does it a different way. I'm gonna be real, man. I don't know any anatomy at all. I just fucking like draw whatever shapes look right. Especially with like the muscles. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
I gotta like learn like the real stuff sometime. So actually that's looking good.
It's looking fire.
Oh shit, let me rotate you. I forgot to do that. Hold on a minute. Yes, there we go. Reno's pixels are dropping by the minute.
I know.
Legend of
Looking
the
fire.
19 frames, man.
Yeah. I live there.
That's true.
That's my home. The Valley of the 19 Frames.
That's facts.
I can drop your address right now.
What?
You don't know where I live.
Oh, I know where you live.
You don't know where I live.
Relax,
I
Like
know
man.
where you
the-
live.
Bro, I'm gonna have to
I
sleep.
can guarantee you
I have to.
the exact spot. You have no idea.
I have to put extra effort into like censoring any like doxing, man. Please, man. Please, man, give me like an effortless like editing session for once in your life.
No, I know you don't know, man.
Someone 19.
Oh, thanks.
How'd you know? What? How'd you know? Guys, don't go to my home, please. Do not go there.
Taxes, are you done with both ears?
Do not go there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's one stroke master is actually like so fast, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Guys, do not go there, please.
Yeah.
Seriously, guys.
Shaman 19 is so crazy. You know, those who know, you know what I'm
So
saying?
they-
Those who
Those who
know.
know.
Those who know.
That's where all the triads are.
The triads, what? What are we
Facts.
talking about now, man?
I'm done.
Alright, great. Jump to the side. Alright, next. Let's go.
Can you see this? Even if I like put it closer.
It's like a little blurry, but it's fine.
Oh,
Oh,
it's so
that's a
laggy.
little too close. I want to be a little too close. So I have to zoom you out. Oh, that's cool. See, that's perfect. That positioning is good. Okay, look. I'm just gonna give you. Let me give you some like comments right here. I think like your chin is like too like thick. Your chin is too wide.
Uh-huh.
You might want to work on that one. Anyways, I'm gonna move on. Let's go to the neck. Alright, so like their neck like width also changes throughout the series. But the way I do it, I usually start from like right below the ear. Right below the ear. So it is gonna be thicker than their face. So right below the ear. It's slightly curved, slightly tilted outwards. And then from here, you curve it inwards a tiny bit. Like that. You can do that both sides. Just below the ear. Slightly curved outwards, and then slightly curved inwards. Something like that. Sir.
One stroke master.
Only one stroke, man. Alright, look, from here we're gonna do the traps. Alright, I don't know how I know this word. But the traps usually, So like
That's actually crazy. How do you know this word?
Yeah, I don't know. So you know how I said like with the neck, you do like the one line here and then the one line here, right? So in the middle, I want in the middle of the first line, it's like about this position. It should be like above the height of the jaw, above the height of the chin. Sorry. So like maybe approximately like here. All right, that's where you're gonna start the traps. The traps, I'll keep it simple. Just curve it down a little like that. Curve it down a little, and then curve it back up. So it's like a sine graph. You know what I'm saying? You see that? Sine wave. You feel me? I'm gonna do that both sides. And make sure you don't like go too overboard on this, or else they just look really stupid and like rolled it up.
I may have done that, but that's my art style. Whoa, look at that, bro. That's fire.
This is like
That's
profile
so
picture.
fire.
This might be profile
That's
picture
so-
material. Alright, from here we're gonna do like the collarbone. Alright, the collarbone, I like to start in the middle. Make like a little like C shape kind of. C shape in the middle like this. And then from here, this is where you draw like the top. It's mostly like this. Alright, so it curves up and then it curves back
Ew,
down.
no, that like makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, collarbone.
That's weird. Oh,
Well, it's not really the
Nice.
collarbone. This is more like the top of the pecs. It's more like the top of the pecs.
hey.
I made the C too
That's
sharp
so-
actually. It shouldn't be that sharp. It shouldn't be that sharp, but I usually start with like a little shape in the middle. Like
Sharp is pretty good, actually.
this might be better. Something like this. Yeah. And to make sure it curves back down by the end of it. So it should be about on the same like position as the traps. You know what I'm saying? Is it like this is why I don't like drawing front views, because it's hard to do it like symmetrically. Like even you can see here my right side is like a little higher. But whatever.
How long does this usually take you?
I would have finished like 4 by now.
Okay.
Mine's looking a bit fire. This Reno guy might be looking a little bad.
My bad.
We'll see by the
Sorry.
end, man. We'll see by the end. I'm sure yours is like 5. Alright. Okay, from here, this is where you do like the, I don't know what it's called. It's like the neck. You know what I'm saying? It's like these like the, are they veins? They're not veins. Arteries? I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. Basically, this part of the neck.
Arteries. Can't
Okay,
draw
like
those. I don't think they like.
From the top all the way to the bottom. Like that.
Top to the bottom.
Not too far out. Not too far out. Because then after that, you're gonna draw at the bottom like this. Something like that. I made it too close, honestly. But you know, that's fine. I'll bring it up a little closer. I usually wouldn't have done this so close, actually. This is like too close to the edges, but it's okay. Like Taxus is like your like spacing is like unironically a little better than mine right here.
Yeah, one stroke master.
One stroke master, man. He's nasty on the pencil. Jesus. Are you redoing the traps? Take your time. I'm we're the apple. What's it called? The Adam's apple now. All right. Usually I just do it like on one side. You have like a line like that. Usually I add another line for like emphasis, and then the other side is just one like this. I usually do it like this. It's drawn a lot of different ways. This is not how they usually do it in the show, but this is what I've grown to draw every time. Yes, sir. Damn, man, one stroke master is looking good.
Exactly.
I can't really. I would comment on the one at the top, but I can't really tell. It's a little blurry. But yeah. it's a little blurry. Yeah.
One pixel master.
One pixel man.
That's facts. Alright. But now from here we're gonna go back to the traps, just like this. 2 lines like this. One line, like usually it's just like 1 line, but I add a second line for emphasis, like that. This shouldn't like be as long as like the line for the traps. There's like a little, you know what I mean? It's like the indent. You know how like when you flex your shoulders and you you like puff your chest. No, you don't puff your chest out. It's like when you push like your shoulders in front. You like your traps like stick up. It's like that.
Yeah.
Alright, from here, we're gonna skip straight to the what's it called? Like the opening, like the neck, the opening of like the clothes, right? Which really is just from the top from the traps, go down like this, straight one line, just like that. And here, I like to draw 2 lines on the side like that, and then another like that in the middle. That's like the neck of a shirt. And then here you can add like a couple lines in the middle to like separate the pecs. Yeah, that's usually how it is. Oh, there goes my airplane. 1 second. Be back in a second.
Died.
Yeah, there's the clothes.
The one stroke master.
One stroke.
Well,
One
stroke master, you gotta
stroke.
finish the bottom part. Did you? Can't tell.
Have a look. Close up.
Well, I think my phone was overheating. You're gonna have to give me a second.
No, I'm just showing the viewers, man.
Well, that's true, bro. That's pretty lit.
You gotta lock that behind like the subscription, the paid subscription.
Only fans.
No, it's like the YouTube like paid subscription.
Look for shit.
Members, you got members only content right there.
That might be true. One
Unlock
day.
the second pixel.
That's facts.
Pay
That's
for
so
another
facts.
pixel.
Unlock the second pixel.
That's why they call me the one pixel master. Hi guys. You guys want a hockey card?
Wow, that's a great hockey card.
I know,
You want
right?
a hockey card?
Yeah, they give me a minute.
Well, you can get one if you subscribe.
Oh, guys, that's an enticing deal. I would hit that subscribe button.
Will I get another one if I hit the
Smash
notification bell?
Exactly.
What? I'm gonna crash out.
Well, don't crash out. Instead of crashing out, why not you hit the notification bell so you get notified when
Exactly.
the next video drops?
I own the channel.
Comment down below what your thoughts are.
Comment down below how fast you hit, how long it took for you to hit the notification bell.
Yeah. Personally, I took 5 seconds.
How many strokes did it take? God, hello. Yeah. Where is it?
See, this is what happens when you don't hit the notification bell.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, guys. Trust me. You guys have to like, chat about something. Gotta like stall for time. I have to censor this whole part.
This whole part, you're cutting it out.
No, I'm just gonna cover my camera. I censor it.
Oh.
Like I put like the Haruda guard on it. That's what I've been doing every time.
Guys, what are your thoughts on Harudagon? Me personally, I'm not a big fan. I think that insects don't really belong in like shows. It's kind of messed up, honestly, if you think
Alright.
about it. Like the
Alright, we're
creators,
good.
like
Intermission over, guys. When Stroke Master, you can finish up right here.
oh, I didn't
When
finish
I'm
up.
out the middle.
Oh yeah, you too. I would like. I usually try to like split this type of like drawing into just like in the lines to make it easier to understand. So there are like 2 lines here, 2 more lines here, and 1 line in the middle like that. All right, so try and make these 2 lines a little like. The purpose of these 2 lines is to like curve it a little. You know what I'm saying? Because these are close. Don't forget, it's not. Yeah.
Well, I can't do that because I already did my 1 stroke. I can't go back.
Oh, no,
Ah.
that's true.
One Stroke Master. Look yourself on hold. Okay, now very quickly, gonna add on top of the pectoral. There's like the connection to the arm. Try and curve it a little. Yeah. You see? It's not talking. And then I'm gonna clean up the edges a little. I don't usually like erase very much in my sketches. I'm also like a one stroke kind of guy, you know what I'm saying? Not really. I'm like a few strokes kind of guy. I'm more like once I stroke, I don't go back, you know what I'm saying? So I just keep stroking. If you make like a bad stroke, you just add more strokes. You know what I'm saying? And, like it covers it up. Are we good on this? Hello?
Yeah.
Alright. Now we're gonna move on to the hair.
What do you even do just now?
No, I just like cleaned up the edges. I erased some stuff.
Oh, alright.
So we're gonna go back to the hair. We're gonna head back to the bangs. You see how you see the point where the bangs come up. Actually, you're gonna add like a few lines like there, just like that, because that's how the hair comes up, right? From that point, you see that? Like that. Yeah, for like the little kids at home, my God, you guys might have to like double speed this video or something. I know, like nowadays, attention spans are pretty bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Not
you're
yours, because you clicked on this video. So I'm sure you're a great person.
That's facts. Guys, if you just heard this, that means you're 26 minutes in.
If you just heard this, please comment in the comment section. I love Subway Surfers.
Yes, please. If you got to this point, please comment that.
Subway Surfers.
Exactly. Please just comment, I love Subway Surfers, and we're gonna shout you out in the next video. That's how big this is. That's how much we appreciate your support. You know.
Actually,
we read every comment.
We do read every comment because we have 4 in total. You're right.
Yeah.
That's facts.
We will.
That is facts.
Comment down below. Start a hashtag, guys.
That's true.
Hashtag Subway Surfers.
Alright, now let's move
Don't
on
be
to
shy.
shut. It's time to move on to the hair, little bomb. Can't make this another hour-long video. Nobody's watching an hour-long drawing tutorial. Alright. From the top of the hair, I have one piece of hair. One piece of hair like this. Yeah. You guys see how there's basically like 4 lines, right? So there's one line here, one line here, one line here, and one line here. The way hair works in Dragon Ball is like in modern Dragon Ball, a lot of let me move that to the side for a second. In modern a lot of hair is always drawn like this. Alright, which honestly is like a little like unnatural. The way you want to be drawing hair is having it like start small and like extend get wider in the middle and then turn sharp again. Make it like softer, more round, you know what I'm saying? As opposed to like this is basically what like early Dragon Ball Super was doing. But having like really defined like straight lines, and then all the hair would just like always like go from big to small. But then what you want to be doing is like going from like medium width, I guess, to like a thicker width, back up to like a small width, like that. Yeah.
This video is like almost half an hour long.
Yeah, I'm just going in depth. That's okay. I wanted to do this at some point, anyways. I mean, it wouldn't have been this long otherwise. Maybe I'll make like a super cut version. You know what I'm saying? It's just me talking, just those parts. Maybe we'll see how much shorter it turns. But anyways, I don't know if I have that much effort to be putting in the editing. Alright, so anyways, for hair.
Well, comment down below if you do want to see that.
Right, you're right. Comment down below.
And you gotta smash that like button. If we hit 200
20
likes.
200? What are you talking about?
20 likes.
Whatever. No,
20
it's okay.
likes, guys.
We can't keep stalling for time here. Alright, let's move on. So, I draw another one here. Okay. Now make sure not to make these too long. Don't make these too long or too small. And add another one here. A little smaller. So basically, the way like I guess like Super Saiyan hair works in Dragon Ball, it's kind of like there's like a crown at the front. There's like a crown at the front layer, and then it sort of gets taller at the back, like that. All right. So this is like the quote-unquote crown section. All right. That's how I describe it, anyways. Here. Like that. And this. Oh, I don't like that.
I think my crown got a pretty big gap in the middle. I can't lie.
It's okay. We can like cover that up later. That's why there's more in the back.
I can put a cock and 2 balls in between.
This is for kids, man.
The eyeballs, what are you thinking of, man?
Oh,
my
nah.
bad.
We know you can
What
go.
cock are you talking about?
Dirty mind.
What
Alright,
cock are you talking
but,
about?
listen up. This one's important. So, like, at the bottom, the last strand of hair, I usually like to make it, I guess, like, go downwards a bit like this. Stick out a little like that. And you make sure you don't make this one too long. It's gonna be really weird if it looks too long. Right? You're gonna do the same on the other side. Yep. Over here. Oh. I don't know about this one.
Mine's starting to look like Trunks.
Yeah, because you only
Mine's
got the
starting
front
to look
part.
like Obama.
Over there.
Oh,
How about that, guys? This one really annoys me. Yeah, usually for this concept,
Yeah, that one-
I'll go for like maybe 3 to 4 on each side. All right, 3 to 4 on each side. So you guys can just like, you guys can give that a shot.
my one looks like actually Trunks, bro. I kind of just want to keep it like Trunks. It looks like Trunks.
If it's looking like Trunks, that would be because you're making it like these, like the ones at the top, a little too short, or like spreading them out too much.
Yeah.
Is my
I
analysis.
don't know. I'll just keep it like that. I don't really.
It's all good. Wanted to see like different end results, anyways. So yeah, go to 3 to 4 on each side. 3 to 4 on each side.
3 to 4 on each side.
Yeah. In this example, I've done 4. Generally, it gets shorter as it goes up, but yeah. It's a really there's like a balance you need to hit with like the, I don't know, width distribution of the hair. I don't know how else to describe it, but like it's like a type of thing you can only really get with practice. Tell me when you're done, Reno, and then I'll continue.
All right. Oh, you're both done.
I don't. No, that's okay. Take your time because I don't like this. It's so weird to me. Go higher up, maybe. That's all better. That's bad.
Wait, 1 second.
Over it. So don't be afraid to like take your time, guys. You know what I'm saying? Slow and
You
steady
cannot be as slow as me.
wins the race. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But, you know, I take many strokes, and it works out.
That's okay.
Feels
You know,
better.
everybody has their own pace. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, like somebody can finish in like a few strokes. Sometimes somebody might need more strokes to finish. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, either way, like the outcomes depends on the person. You know what I'm saying? It's like if like less strokes are doing it for you, then do less strokes. More strokes do it for you, then do more strokes. You know?
Exactly. The important thing is it feels nice.
Exactly. You have to go for whatever feels good to you. You know, everybody has their own like preferred, you know, like rhythm of stroking or like
Yeah.
pace. You know what I'm saying? Frequency of strokes. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I think 1 is frequent enough.
All right, that's enough.
Bold words from the one stroke master. Oh, I can. Okay, yeah. Alright, we good with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so at the back now, usually at the back there's one sort of big part, but in front of the big part I like to do a small part, usually on the left side, so it's like this. You don't have to finish this one, and then from here you got the big part. The big part should be a little curved. That might be too curved. Kind of like this, small part, and big part, low curve. Something like this. Yeah, that'd be good. Some of that. There's like one big part there, and then you can finish this off with a smaller part. This is okay, I guess. Clean this up. This is bad. Yeah, something like that. So you see my back part is only actually just like 3 parts right here. The most important part is like the crown at the front. The crown part, I guess. Shit, Mr. One Stroke Master, you're just looking fire.
Yeah. Never doubt the one stroke master.
One Stroke Master might have it down. Are we going it?
Yep.
Okay, now with for the hair, we're gonna do these details. So inside the hair, I usually like to do one sort of like an enclosed part. You see this? Like this? An enclosed line, and then I have like a couple like open lines. Like that. You see that? See this part's like closed and this part's like open. And then you can like, you know, vary that up between each part, but either way, like the point is that every part of hair has some detail inside it, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you can have lines coming down from the top as well. You know? That's what gives like the hair the texture, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna do that for every part. And generally, just like, you know, the bigger the part you're, like the bigger the part of the hair, the more detail you want to put inside of it. That's gonna make it look more natural, I guess, more filled out. You know, the shape of tongue is kind of weird here. I'm fumbling on cam. That's fine, I guess. I do the same thing for the bangs here. Bangs. The line is gonna, with the bangs, the line is gonna curve down inside to the middle like that. See that? I usually like to do it like this. You see there's like an enclosed part there and then one more line on top. And it goes down to this, to the origin point of the bang. I hope this is easy to follow, guys.
Comment down below if this is easy to follow.
That's facts.
Hopefully it goes.
It's facts. You'll have to hear the feedback, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. We'll really read like all of it. You know, we promise.
We do promise. On our mothers. We promise.
Yes.
On God.
So just comment.
As they say.
No.
No. Oh yes. Reno he's a good devout Christian. So he'd rather put it on his mother than on God. Which, you know, I could see it, I guess. Maybe, not really.
I'd just rather not put it on anyone. But if it had to be someone, it wouldn't be God.
Guys, it's okay. I'm gonna put it on me, alright? If we don't read your comments, I'll just vanish. It's all good, you know? On my life, guys. Alright, let's move on. You good with this?
You can move on.
That was like the important part, right? We're going for the face now. Usually for the face, I start with the eyes. All right, we're gonna do this part in the middle of the eyes. You know how like when you're really angry, you furrow your eyebrows. It's like the part in between your eyebrows will like scrunch up, right? So that's what we're gonna do basically. The shape is basically just like this. It's like a U with a line in the middle. This is basically what we're gonna do, right? That's gonna be in the middle. So it's like this. Yeah, yeah. So that in the middle part.
I just saw taxes. I mean, the one-stroke master.
You see, the one-stroke master is nasty with it, bro. I can see that stuff. That looks flames. Okay, that looks flames.
Bro, that's actually fire.
That looks flames. Guys, you know, if you guys like make good stuff, you know, you can like don't feel bad, don't feel like afraid to send it in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, actually.
We'll check them
EFL
out, you know?
Instagram.
Yeah, we've got an Instagram account and Twitter. You know, we'll put the link in the description, guys. You know what I'm saying?
But kids
Feel free to send it in.
don't use Twitter.
That's true, guys.
It's
That's
it's
true.
what they want you to think.
No,
No.
okay, that's too far. Let's not joke about that. Kids should not be using Twitter. Let's be real.
You're
Right.
should not
only
be.
using Twitter, Instagram. We're about 13 years
Relax, guys. Let's try and get this to sub 1 hour, or else nobody's gonna watch this shit. All right. Alright. So now for the eyebrows, Dragon Ball eyebrows are. There's actually like quite a lot of nuance between characters and how it's drawn, but I'm gonna do it like a very simple way. We're gonna go 2 more lines like this, slightly tilted. All right. From here, straight line. I'm serious. Straight line. And another straight line.
I used to draw this in class.
Yeah, I know. And then this part, we're gonna curve a little like this. See that? That's like a little curve. And then straight line. But make
Yeah,
sure like it
I used to
expands
draw-
out like that, alright? And then at the end, straight line. And I added like a few afterwards, like that. Like a couple
Yeah,
couple
few
more lines
lines
first. Yeah. And then for the
That's
eye
like
itself. The eye itself. It's a straight line. Straight line. Alright, both of these should be tilted inwards a little. And then I'll be careful not to make this like too square. Okay? I like to curve it a little bit like that. Curve it a little bit where it connects. Like that, okay? That's an eye. And then for the pupil, it's just a semicircle. Very simple. Like that. Alright guys? I'm gonna do that. I'll leave that up there. You guys can try. We're gonna do this for both sides, right? Obviously, it is a little annoying to have to go inside, like in between the bangs, but you know, once you get it, it's quite simple.
For your hair.
Oh shit! I didn't notice. I'm too locked in. Right. You're gonna do this for both sides, right? Feel free to rotate if you need to. Sometimes I find that helps because, you know, right-handed. I have to draw lines in a certain direction if you feel me. Jeez, that's way too far apart. Sorry, guys. I'm not the one-stroke master.
Don't try this at home.
I usually need... No, please do try this at home. That's the point.
Don't try the one stroke at home. You're not me.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe not then. I don't know, guys. Once you get good enough, you know.
It's a dangerous technique. It's like the
It is
forbidden.
dangerous.
Once you get good enough, you can
Comment
try
down
one
below.
strokes. You can try one stroke.
Comment down below if you're a Ninjago fan, guys.
That's
I
fine.
mean, not about how many strokes it took you to finish this drawing.
That comes at the end. We're not even done yet. So once you've got both eyes down, it's gonna take a while. I'm not gonna lie, even
I
mine.
can't do eyes, man.
Yeah, that's why sometimes I don't like doing front views because it's really, really, really hard to do them like nicely symmetrically. You see how like with a lot of my drawings I will usually. Probably a good example.
Mine's looking a bit fire, guys.
That's true, guys.
That's true. That is true.
One stroke master is quite insane, guys.
It's almost like he is a Saiyan because he just knows the anatomy so well.
You're right, guys. Yeah, see how sometimes with a lot of my drawings, I like to draw it at an angle so that, you know, like the eyes don't have to be exactly the same. And I think it's just a lot easier to do it like that, you know what I'm saying? Because when you're doing front view, it looks really weird and asymmetrical. You can even see you can see with me, my left eye is like a little higher. It's a little less, like, it's a little thinner, you know what I'm saying? It can look a bit weird sometimes, but usually the difference is not that big, so it's not quite noticeable. Anyways, once we're done with the eyes, sorry. No, whatever.
Oh, it looks weird, man. Yeah, this is a weird one.
It's okay, man.
I drew like an angry bird. Don't worry.
It's okay. I don't feel bad about using multiple strokes. Okay, like I keep saying, use as many strokes as is best for you. All right. So now, on top of the eyes, right? There are two lines just like that. Just like that. That's for like the it's like the muscles, you know, the eyebrow. It's like the muscle part. You know what I'm saying? The brow, your brow. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do that. Make sure you do this for both eyes. All right, just two lines like that. And then right underneath, this is where you do the cheeks. All right. Usually, so sometimes in Dragon Ball they draw the cheeks just like this, just like that. But if you know if they're like angry, if they're like nose is furrowed, if their like face is like scrunched up, then you add like a little bar like that. All right. So here, we're gonna do like this. All right. Try and draw like a line like this. Both sides, obviously. All right. From here, you draw one long curve like this. Okay? And then try and end it right before the eye. End it right before the end of the eye. Just like that. And then from here, try and stay close by. Do like a couple. Like that. And it just goes out. Alright? Both sides. You see this?
Oh, Goku looks more like a high school girl than like a man.
You can do like a high school girl drawing tutorial. That sounds really weird. Like an anime girl drawing tutorial, you know what I'm saying?
This is for kids.
Guys, comment down below if you want to see the one-stroke master teach you how to draw an ahegao.
Shit, guys. That might be fire.
I used to draw those on the table at school.
Guys, the one-stroke master is a convicted criminal.
I am.
Okay. Now after this, we gotta do the nose, alright? Now the nose is also drawn in quite a few different ways, but I'm just gonna keep it very nice and simple for you guys. Draw an L. Okay, we're gonna write an L right here. Just like that. Alright, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 strokes. Okay, guys? That's all we're gonna do. We're keeping it simple for you guys. I would usually do it a little differently, but I think this is good enough. Now be careful not to make this too high or too low. It can be good to curve some of those lines here as well. Especially this one. This one can be nicer if this one will look nicer if it's curved, so it's something like this. Something like that, guys, yeah. Something like that. So positioning is gonna matter a lot in this. Positioning is gonna matter. You make it too high or too low, it's gonna look really weird, alright? You got that? An L plus 3 lines like that. Now while we're doing that, I'm just gonna do the mouth as well. So the mouth usually is actually quite close to the nose. Okay? We're gonna do the mouth. So we're gonna have it slightly tilted up, slightly curved up like that. And at the ends, it goes down. Yeah, guys. Look. It's curved up, and then it goes back down on the ends, right? So you can see it's really starting to come together, as you can see over there on the one stroke master screen, right?
Exactly.
So they're really starting to come together, right? And now under the mouth, we're gonna do the chin, which really is like just 2 lines. 2 lines like that. Now usually you could straight up just do 2 lines like that. But usually I like to do the first line, I like to curve it down like that. Like that. And then the second line like that. So it's like this. Alright. As you can see from here. So that's going to be the chin. No worries, guys. You can take your time. Yeah, you okay with me moving on? We're gonna be on like the clothes next. There's just like a bus stop. I'm not gonna be like too. I'm not doing full body.
Yeah.
You good?
Mm-hmm.
I can keep going.
Yep.
All right. So now we're gonna go back to the clothes now. And if you remember correctly, Goku he wears like a blue undershirt, on top of his like under his orange gi. Okay. So this neck is the undershirt, right? And the gi, you can start from just the top here, same line will do, straight down like that, not too long, and it comes back in like that. All right. Now from here, you can draw some wrinkles on the inside. Modern Dragon Ball nowadays in modern Dragon Ball, there's usually a lot less wrinkles, but just go for the style you want. You know what I'm saying? Something like that, I guess. I wouldn't recommend trying too hard on these. You don't need very many to make it look alright. That's doing it for me. I can't. I keep looking down, bro. That's so cold. My phone's overheating. It's alright.
Anything for you guys.
Yeah, guys. We'd always, always willing to put in the effort, you know what I'm saying?
Especially the one-stroke master. I
One
usually
stroke
don't leave
master.
the mountains to draw.
Exactly.
The mountains.
Anything for you guys, man. For
I have to hike down a mountain.
For our
Yeah, man.
fans, man. Anything.
One stroke master is like teaching like martial art, the ways of the one stroke,
Exactly.
Are we good from here? So now we're gonna do the edges of the gi. So I usually just do 2 lines like that. Alright, don't make this too thin because don't make this too small. I think this is actually a little too small, so I'm gonna make it a little bigger. Just comment down below how nasty that was on a scale of 1 to 10. I'd have to say 13, but I'm willing. I'm like open-minded, I'm willing to listen to your suggestions too. Now don't forget this part is gonna start behind the traps, alright? It's gonna start behind the traps. Alright, we good? Oh god. Okay, from here, we're gonna do the shoulders, which will come out like this. Slightly curved, not too long. Be careful not to make this too long. Alright, it's very easy to make this too long. Don't make it too flat either, alright? It is a little curved. And from here, couple more lines. This will be the edge. This part. This part is like it's like the hole, where his arm can come through. So I can see everything I'm doing is like I usually split it up into like straight lines, and like separate strokes. It's all easier to follow. So there's like a line here, a line here, and a line here, line here, line here, line here. And I think it's usually a lot easier that way. So let's just let get caught up here. With you can see it's really starting to come together. Especially down there at the one stroke master. In fact, let me give them a better view. This one, this is pretty lit.
It is looking pretty lit. Goku's looking a little lit as well.
Yeah, I think he had a long night. Okay, guys.
Comment down below your favorite brand of cigarettes.
Oh, true, guys. Don't smoke, kids, please. Please don't smoke or do drugs.
Me personally, I don't like Marlboro.
Guys, it's okay. One Stroke Master is a criminal. Don't listen to him. Mr. One Stroke Master. Alright, I'm gonna move on here. We're gonna do the bottom of a shirt. It's gonna come out like this. Now it's important to like curve this line a little, otherwise it's gonna look really straight, alright? It's gonna look really flat. Curve it a little, curve it back in. Curve it a little, curve it back in. So yeah, very simple. one curved line here is where the belt comes. This is a little low, I think it's alright actually. Yep, so yeah. That's very simple. Alright. Sorry guys. I'm a little distracted.
Distracted by the greatness of the one-stroke master.
Yeah, I think that's true actually. Yeah, sometimes you maybe if with this part if you drew it if you drew it too like close together, then maybe you can like push it back out a little. Because otherwise his waist is gonna look really snatched and that's kinda weird. You know what I'm saying? Now from here, now we're gonna draw the arms, the undershirt. So it's very simple. One line like that. One line like that. That's all. We're gonna keep it nice and simple here today. One line like that. One line like that. Maybe two. See if we get two. Alright, we're back. One line. Let me clean this up. One line. Two line, three line. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I see the one stroke master's got it down.
Exactly.
Like now, it's gonna be the belt, which is very simple. One line here, one line here. Alright? Just like that, and then another curved line. Well, I say curved line, but I don't know. The way I do it usually is I just draw like 3 or 4 straight lines. I think it gives it looks nice. Gives more shape, you know, like gives it more shape. For the hem of the pants, just give it up. Line up. You're gonna want to start this. You're gonna want to start this line midway through the not midway, maybe like 2/3 of the way through the belt. Alright, because don't forget these are like really baggy pants, so the belt sort of like squeezes it in. So this is why it comes out like that. Alright, do like that. Alright, so now this is like next is gonna be like a really important part is the arms. This is drawn in a lot of different ways, but again, I'm just gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna do like midway through here, midway through this like the undershirt part. I'm gonna do bicep. I'm running out of like something like this. I wouldn't recommend rounding it too much nowadays in Dragon Ball. It's usually not very rounded. Right on like this, and right outside it at the top here, another one, smaller one. So, okay. I don't know what any of these muscles are called. Please don't tell. Please don't ask me again. Please don't ask me, guys. And we're doing one more, coming up in the middle like that. From here. How do I simplify this? Simplify this. Here's my I think. Oh, I got it. Just do like this. Like a line going down like that. It has to make sure it touches the biceps, right? And inside the biceps here. So yeah. One more line like that. You got that? Oh, what happened over there? Fix things up. Whoops. Wait, that's me.
I guess he was too scared for that one-stroke master's greatness.
Okay, guys, I think his phone died. I'm gonna be real, guys. Let me just check real quick. Sorry, guys. Has he said anything? I think it's okay, guys. He'll join back when he's done. I think it's okay, Reno. We're thinking of you. Don't worry. In that case, I'll just move that away for now. One stroke master gets the spotlight this time. Let's go. Ooh, looking nasty. Oh, what? What? Oh,
My
This man was
phone
too scared
he's
of my
back.
greatness.
died.
Oh, of course.
I'm just gonna draw like this now.
We're back. That's okay, man. That works out. Alright, so we're gonna finish this part up. This is the elbow.
Goku is like the most buff man alive. Bro.
Hold up. I need to change my pen. My pen. 1 second.
But
Alright. Now we got the elbow. Something like that. Jesus, looks really bad. It's okay. Couple lines like that. This is kind of like simplified anatomy, I guess. I can do like a more in-depth one, like actual like better anatomy at some other stage, but you know, I'm really trying hard to keep this around an hour. You know what I'm saying? So let's not get too deep into it. What happened to Reno?
my phone died.
Oh,
Yeah.
alright, we're just gonna do the exact same thing on the other hand. So try and mirror that. All right, guys. Yeah, he does look a little buff this time, huh? Yeah, whatever. I'm not worrying about that. This is way too big. Jesus. Here. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna fall off. The art block is real. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, the important part is like the bust up, anyways. So let's not worry about that. I can do like a pose, yeah, pose and perspective tutorial sometime maybe. Anyways, once we're done with the arms, gonna add some wrinkles to the clothes here. So I'd like to do like a big line here, a big line here. That sometimes you got smaller lines here, and smaller lines are like little curves in the end, like that, they're like little hooks. Because I don't know why, but you know that's just how clothes work sometimes. So don't always have to know why. You know what I'm saying? Here another one here, something like that. Let's do one here. Yeah, just give me about it. Some of that. And then sometimes I like to add lines to the belt as well, which really is just like that. Very simple. Check out. Normally I would add some wrinkles to the pants as well, but you know it's too low now. We don't have to worry about that. But anyways, that's mostly it. So once you two are complete, you know, give you guys the spotlight for a bit, but for the minute. So come on. Yeah, man.
I'm back.
You're back?
Wait.
All right. Let's go through Reno's first. All right, let's go through Reno's first. I'm gonna move you to the side.
Wait. I'm not even done yet. Because it stopped.
It's okay, man. Take your time, bro.
You do tax history.
Taxes first. All right. One stroke master.
One
Ready to
stroke
present
master.
your masterpiece.
Yeah,
Wait. I still need to see your one.
Oh shit, my bad. Man. I
I'm
forgot.
actually quite proud
Watching the stream.
of my masterpiece.
How about let's wait for Reno to finish. We'll go through them all. You know?
Just commentate. I'm almost done. Like 2 seconds. Well, not 2, but like
Yeah,
A
guys.
couple.
Oh, now that the tutorial is complete, comment down below. Who do you think has the better drawing?
That's
The
true,
one
guys.
stroke master or the one pixel master?
Oh, true.
We would love to see your opinion.
You could also say the actual master. You know, I'll take that too. You know,
No, not the real one. Just
that's
the one stroke.
You know, that's just the burden of being
Only
good,
one
guys.
pixel.
They're always cheating for the underdogs. You know what I'm saying, guys? I'm sure you guys get me because if you're like watching this, you're a winner. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sure you get it. You know what I'm saying?
Comment down below if you're better than the one stroke or one
Guys,
pixel master.
That's true. Listen, I'm like, you know, I'm quite into art myself. Not really into art. I'm just like, I wouldn't call myself an artist. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like some guy that likes drawing. So you know, if you think you can do better, please, you know, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, message us at the EFL Instagram and Twitter.
Instagram.
You know, I've got a
Don't
personal
use
one as well.
Twitter,
I'm gonna put
guys.
this. I've got a personal one as well. I'll put it up during editing. But you know, I do some drawing. So you know, if you want, ask me any questions you want to like request a new tutorial, you can always hit me up there, guys. You know what I'm saying?
Don't use Twitter, guys. It's not good for you.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend you use Twitter, but personally, I had like 13 hours a day on there. Anyways, sometimes when you're done with this, let's add some like special effects. Let's add some auras. Aura. This is usually how I do the Dragon Ball aura.
The aura.
Aura.
Lines like this, straight lines. Goes up and down. So,
I am Mr. Aura.
Me too.
I will make a masterful aura. For my Let's Goku.
Something I get it, guys. You see that? It's pretty cool, guys. Now, don't forget, guys, whenever you make something cool, you can't let people on the internet steal it. Alright? So, you know what we have to do? We have to sign it with our name. Alright, guys? I'm going to do mine here. That's me, guys. Don't forget to sign your masterpieces, guys. Or else people are going to rob them. If you're small and obscure like we are, you'll never... You're not going to be able to shed light on the truth. You know what I'm saying, guys?
The truth.
The truth. DT.
We can't
Facts,
play.
guys.
We got cut out of the video.
I'm sorry, guys. I have to
No.
censor that.
Just shout him out. I love him.
You know what, guys?
I love
Shout
him.
out to the Truth DT.
I always watch his videos, man.
He's our
He's
goat.
actually
You
quite a good
Sometimes-
content creator.
know, pretty sure. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I don't agree with everything he says about Dokkan, but sometimes I think he's a good concept. He has like a lot of experience in the game. So what can I say?
Yes.
Sometimes, right? But something I do absolutely agree with him on is what he thinks about Caulifla. So me personally, I too would eat her ass like a starving child. But why stop at Khalifa? Because 2 is better than 1. And you know what? Kale and Khalifa they make Kefla. And god damn, man, have you seen that character? I would eat her ass. Like, I don't know. Like,
Guys, comment below. Who would you eat?
who's that?
Who would you eat?
That's true, guys.
Me personally, I love Fat Boo good.
Guys, emergency 20-second Fapu tutorial. Cheeks?
I can't see your first tutorial.
Sorry, bro. I'll leave that up there, alright?
You're too slow. You're too slow.
Hey, Taxes, you can follow along this one. Alright? You got the cheeks.
Just make the cheeks.
You got the cheeks. Yes, sir.
Yes.
And then you got the head. It's like that. You got a little smaller, I'll see. It's a little flatter. It's pretty
I'm
it's
pretty much done.
generally pretty flat like that, alright? And then you have the bulbous appendage. It's like a ball at the back. Alright, guys? Like that, guys. And his eyes, like that. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really remember what his face looks like, but I'm pretty sure he has the bean mouth, guys. So yeah, guys. He has the air holes on his head, like that, guys. Puppy cheeks. There you go, guys. That's your emergency 20-second Fat Boo Good tutorial.
I'm done, by the way.
That was great. Now, if you you gotta sign it. Make sure you sign it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, true. I can't let the
Don't let them.
people.
Don't let the
people
little bums
online
online steal.
take it.
But you know what? It's okay, guys. Because if you're watching this, I know you're not a bum. You would never steal like that. You know what I'm saying? You guys are
Go
going
and steal mine.
I'm just,
Let them know who the real alpha is.
you right, bro. You right. Okay. You know what? Let me just go through them one at a time, right? So let's have a look at mine, right? Let's have a look at the real example here. See what I've done.
The real example is taxes. I can't lie.
I was relaxed for a moment, guys. That comes in. We'll save the best for last, all right? So feel free to go through this tutorial again. Like I said, I'll link my. I'm gonna show it. I'll show it during editing. Put my own. Sure, I do a bit of drawing here and there. Been doing Dragon Ball for a long time, so I can kind of do this type of stuff from memory. But as you can see, pretty standard looking Super Saiyan Goku. I think this is the easiest form to draw. I think it's even easier than base form because honestly, the eyes when they get angry are much easier to draw. I would say. Anyhow, let's move on to the next one. Reno, you present your masterpiece.
Like,
Share to the class.
Can you please finish up your drawing?
Oh,
I'm
low
done.
battery. Oh, nah. It's okay. Thank God we're ending.
yo, then quick, man. Can you see it?
Yeah, the pixels are a little low on this one.
I turned
Oh,
it. By the way.
okay, there we go, there we go. Let's have a look. Okay.
I even like.
He is quite he is a little buff, but I think that's on me. That's on me. I didn't do that too well. My bad, guys. When you can add details to the bangs. I don't think you added details to the bangs.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
It's okay, guys.
Whoopsies.
I would say
Wait.
the chin. I would say the chin is a
Yeah.
little long. The chin's a little long. It's like he's mewing, but you know that's okay, guys. Sometimes just like different art styles are like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think the clothes wrinkles there are pretty nice. I think the clothes wrinkles are nice at the bottom right there. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna lie, guys. I think Reno's like his like art style. It was pretty suited for Dragon Ball, right? You know what I'm saying, guys? Let's move that back. And now,
Now we show him the real alpha is
The real alpha.
Shall we have a
the
look?
real alpha.
at the one stroke master. Why don't you walk us through your masterpiece right here?
Let me walk you through the masterpiece.
Yes, sir.
Look at this guy's face.
Okay.
You know he's lit up.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's cool.
And like I said, I only do one stroke. I never go back.
That's
No,
true, guys.
if I make a mistake,
Wait, the boo is so fire.
I don't care.
That's true, guys. Right. Let me give my comments on this one. So I think
it's perfect. There's nothing wrong with this.
I'm not gonna lie, you know, man, it's not your best work. You know? You've done a little better. You know, such as like the gang tanks I have on my wall right now. You know, why don't I show that to the friends? You know what I'm saying? You know, let me pull that out of my wall right here. So you can see, guys. Yeah, this is
Now
one of
this-
his. This is one of the
this is the
one-stroke
real alpha.
masters art pieces from a while back. You know, I think this is pretty cool. You can see he's got his own creative touch to it, right? You can see Gotenks has a blunt in his mouth, which you know, it's pretty cool. You know, I think the details on the clothes right there are really cool. I think the hair especially is quite nice. This part, you know. You know, I think the bloodshot eyes are like on point. You know. Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you guys. I'm sorry, guys. He has me beat. I think he should be doing the tutorials next time. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's true. That is
I might have to
true.
become the teacher.
Yeah,
I
guys.
added some details to the bangs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go back. Let's have a look at it again. Here we go.
I just did it off like.
Is it on cam? This is like the whole.
Am I frozen?
Yeah, you are frozen.
Am I frozen? Can you see this?
You're frozen. This is your old one. The bangs are no
No,
details
wait.
still. Oh, there we go. Yeah, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I think you got like a shot at this. I think this face looks a bit more like Vegito somehow. This looks a bit more like Vegito. I think
The goat?
probably just because the two bangs in the middle are a little bigger than the others, like slightly more disproportionately bigger than the others, and the face is a little like the chin is like thinner as well. I think if you cut out the two bangs at the end and gave him earrings, this would be a really good looking
Oh,
Vegito.
that's actually true.
You know, you can see it, right? I think this is Vegito.
Yeah, I could. Actually, yeah.
So, anyways, guys, you know,
I think it's because I like Vegeta too much.
Vegito, you mean? Yeah, but that's true, man. Guys, I'm like a Vegito guy. You know, I'm quite proud of Reno right here. I've been teaching him to draw for a little while. You know, I think quite proud of that. But let's be real, guys. I'm sorry, guys.
It's too fire.
Sorry, guys. I wish I was this good, guys. I'm sorry.
That's what they
I
all
think-
say.
I think
That
we
is-
should
that is
follow
what they all
him
say.
next time.
Yeah.
I think we
you
should
know,
follow him next
comment
time.
down below, you know, if you want a tutorial from the one stroke master. You know what I'm saying? Any closing remarks for us?
You know, in life there are many roadblocks. I think cut the video there. You are like, you got like edged up.